Now, remember, girls, be normal.
What? Getting pregnant with Josie was the worst mistake of my life. Should I go?
Sorry, I didn't realise you were still here.
I can only afford one daughter having a breakdown at a time. Are we going to heaven?
No point, we won't know anyone.
Seem quite happy.
I hate that.
Oh, no. You coward!
We show these women no fear.
Such brave girls. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Right, we need a story.
We've got a story. We're walking along, we find a boatload of drugs.
I didn't mean for it to happen. Now these people are going to kill us. If you want to live, this is our only choice.
You're not Rambo, you turtle.
Boat Story. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
The heat's rising in the kitchen later on. Who will have the culinary skills to carve out a space for themselves? MasterChef The Professionals, tonight at 8 p.m. on BBC One. Shall we see if the TARDIS can help us find a bargain this afternoon?
Come with me.
I'm the Doctor.
Yes, I'm a Time Lord.
When people need help, I never refuse.
We're just going on a little trip.
Where?
Wherever you like.
Is it always this dangerous?
Run.
Wait, watch it, Spaceman.
Get it!
There are some corners of the universe which have bred the most terrible things.
Discover the Hooniverse.
Where do you want to start?
I'm looking for the Doctor.
You've certainly come to the right place.
Fantastic!
Only on BBC iPlayer.
My favourite kind of newscast moment is when you sort of have a eureka moment. You're like, oh yeah, that's what this is about.
My favourite thing is just having like the space to say stuff that I might not be able to say anywhere else.
My favourite bit is when you get a really cheeky but excellent question from one of you.
Newscast. Listen every day on BBC Sounds.
The BBC News at 1 o'clock with Ben Brown.
Now, it is 60 years to the day since Doctor Who first appeared on our screens. 3 special episodes of the sci-fi show are being released this weekend, which include the return of David Tennant as the 14th Doctor. Our entertainment correspondent, Lizo Mazimba, has been taking a look.
David Tennant and Catherine Tate back in the roles they left in 2010.
I had to wipe her memory to save her life. No! If she remembers me, she will die.
To get to return to something that meant so much 15 years ago and was such a huge part of my life, to get to revisit it sort of full time, even briefly, was something I never really imagined.
The 3 new special episodes are celebrating the show's diamond anniversary. Today, it's 60 years since the very first episode.
I believe these people are known to you.
You're 2 of my school teachers. What are you doing here?
When viewers turned on their TV sets at 5:15 on the 23rd of November 1963, this is what would have greeted them, something they'd never quite seen the like of before.
And what's wrong with it?
So this is the very first script of Doctor Who.
Few can be more delighted to see it celebrating its 60th birthday than the man who directed the very first episode.
I got the script and I just didn't understand it at all. And I said to Verity Lambert, the producer, what are we going to do with this? And she said, well, we're going to have to make it work. And that's where we are right now. We're still talking about something 6 years later because it worked.
One day, I shall come back.
And for the following 6 decades, there's been a long succession of Doctors.
Fantastic.
Each with their own distinct personality, while still remaining
The Doctor. We're on the list.
Battling monsters and villains.
They are to be exterminated.
The secret of the show's longevity, who knows? Or perhaps Doctor Who knows.
They say there are only 6 or 7 stories under the sun, and mankind's genius is to retell them and entertain us with them. And this is one of those stories.
It's all connected to the storytelling of 1,000 years ago, when people sat round a campfire and told tales of strangers who ride into town and make things better.
After David Tennant, Ncuti Gatwa will take over. The First Doctor, fans hope of another 60 years of the show. Lizo Mazimba, BBC News.
I'm the Doctor.
We'll see about that.
A whole universe of adventures is now on iPlayer.
Right, this is going to be fun.
Even the sonic screwdriver won't get me out of this one.
Press red to watch now.
Mustache.
Only on BBC iPlayer.
Black and white Daleks triumphantly crashed into our lives to remain forevermore on this momentous day in 1963. Now 60 years on, they return in full-on cyber colour on BBC 4. Happy birthday, Doctor Who.
Companion, every enemy. Discover the Whoniverse, only on BBC iPlayer.
Sometimes I think there's something missing. Like I had something lovely, and it's gone.
I've got this friend called Donna Noble. If she remembers me, she will die.
We've got a Martian in the shed!
Something entered this world.
Who are they? Monsters.
I don't believe in destiny, but if destiny exists, it is heading for Donna Noble.
Your fight is with me!
I don't know if I can save your life this time.
New Doctor Who starts Saturday at 6:30 on BBC One and iPlayer.
A French zombie comedy for Thursday film night on BBC 4, final cut at 10:05. No need for a TARDIS for time travel now. Created 10 years ago for the 50th anniversary with discriminatory language, a 1963 adventure in space and time.
This is the BBC. The following programme is based on actual events. It is important to remember, however, that you can't rewrite history, not one line. Except, perhaps, when you embark on an adventure in space and time.